Hello, I'm Adam Barralet and welcome to this Crystal Connections video. We're exploring tektites. Now, what exactly are tektites? You might be looking at this going, well, that's not too attractive. Looks like a bit of poo. Well, sometimes people even call it alien poo. Let me tell you what tektites are. Every so often, every few million or 100,000 years or so, a meteor will come crashing into the Earth. And when it does that, it kind of makes this massive impact and fuses and makes a natural kind of glass. So what I'm actually holding in my hands is a fusion between something from up there, from a bit of stardust and a bit of dirt here on Earth. So it is, in a way, got that kind of extraterrestrial energy about it. It's not alien poo, it's even cooler than that. What you find is this really kind of powerful kind of crystal that brings together the energies of heaven and earth. Now generally they're this black kind of mass like this, but you will find some specialized tektites that kind of change color for some different reason in different parts of the world. So some of the most famous ones, I've got some down here. You've got the green Moldavite, which was found in the Czech Republic near the Moldau River. You've got the brown, kind of chocolate brown Darwinite. Now this was found in Mount Darwin in Tasmania, Australia. Thailandite, it's a bit of a thick one, but it's a beer bottle brown color, obviously found in Thailand. And one of my favorites is called Libyan desert glass. Now that of course found in the Libyan desert. If you'd like to know more about those specialized tektites, check out my other videos on my channel. But in this video, we're going to explore tektites, the general black ones that you will find in general many different locations around the world, and how you can bring them into your life and use them in different ways. Tektites are definitely a stone or a crystal of transformation, and they can really help to bring great awakening. Now, wearing a tektite on a regular basis or carrying a small piece will help with your overall luck and will also help with fertility. Now that can be whether you're wanting to conceive and start a family, or it could also be just having more abundance coming into your life. This is also a really potent transformer when it comes to healing. If you've been through some pain in the past, tektites help you to look at the past, to unveil that and really have a close look at it, let go of what the pain and the suffering is, and also take the wisdom of that. So going forward, you can learn from those experiences that weren't pleasant, but also, not carry on the pain that stops you from enjoying a full life in the future. This is a really nice crystal as well for helping you to connect with extraterrestrial beings. If you're kind of interested in that kind of thing, this can be a really great gateway through to that. And it is believed that the tektites have a really strong connection to the Pleiadians. So the Pleiadians, obviously Pleiades being the star system, Pleiadians are star beings from that system, and there's even a connection to the Mayan civilization as well. So if you have any drawing to extraterrestrials, to the Pleiadians, or to the Mayan civilization, then working with tektites can be really great as well. Now I know some of you really love to get in and kind of do some really expansive work with your crystals and try some different things. So if you've just got your piece of tektite, try laying down and relaxing where there's a beam of light. Now that may be a candle or a spotlight above you, or like ideally the moonlight would be absolutely amazing, especially on a full moon. And just kind of gaze at that full moon or at that light and just count from 1 to 30 really quite slowly. And it can almost kind of lift you out of your body and kind of open you up in different ways like that. Now, another way you could use it is popping it in your pillow slip, and that can be a really great way of bringing in either lucid dreaming, or if you just want to have more vivid dreams or prophetic dreams, this can be really powerful. If you want to enhance it a little bit more, try mixing it with essential oils on the soles of your feet, such as marjoram, blue lotus, juniper berry, or vetiver. Any of them rubbed on the soles of your feet, and I find that really ups my dreaming as well, and I have really clear and vivid dreams. So when you are ready to kind of transform, open your awareness, perceive different things in your life, connect with different star beings, if that's your thing, then tektite's a great way to go. If you love meteorites and tektites, so meteorites are the actual physical iron or different masses that come flying on and land on the Earth, or the tektites, which are that fusion with the stardust and the earth dirt. If you really love them and you've got a nice collection of them, then you can try what I call my Tektite Pentagram Meditation. So before I talked about just getting your tektite, holding that and looking at a beam of light, whether it be the full moon or something else. Well, if you want to try a bit of an advanced one from that, get 5 different meteorites or tektites from different places around the world. So you might get a Moldavite, you might get a Libyan desert glass, you might have a Tibetan tektite, you might have a Darwinite, and then a Pallasite, which is a cool meteorite with little peridots in it. and put one at each point. So one at your head, one in each palm of your hand, and one at the soles of your feet. Lie out with your kind of in a star position, and again, look at that beam of light. And that can be an amazing lift up, and you'll find some really quite profound realizations, almost like out of body situations where you can go like past lives or future lives, or just get some clearer vision or get a greater sense of oneness with the universe. There's a whole range of different things that can happen. I'd really love if you're going to give that a shot, give it a shot, and then comment below and let us know what you experience when you actually do that. Tektites are really good for bringing balance into our lives. So whether you want to balance your connection between your spirituality and your physical reality, this can be a really great tool on finding ways to do that. Now, sometimes we'll get into our crystals and we'll do all our different things, or we'll go to spiritual classes or do spiritual courses, but then when we go to our normal mundane job, we kind of forget all that. And there's kind of like, it's like we're playing or living two different lives. Tektites will help you to bring in then what you learn in your spiritual, whether it be your meditations or courses or what the crystals unfold and teach to you, and how you can actually implement that into your actual real life when you're dealing with your loved ones, with your family, your colleagues, all those different things as well. Of course, this is also a really great crystal or a great tektite for balancing out the masculine and feminine sides. So obviously the masculine side is about that ability to feel courageous, to get out there, to expand your life, to take risks, to provide for yourself. Whereas that feminine side is that ability to nurture yourself and nurture others, to give birth, to be creative, to be intuitive, to follow your inner gut, all those different things. Now, if you need to bring those two into a nice harmony within you, regardless of your gender or what gender you identify as, wearing tektite, especially on the center of the body, can really help to harmonize that. As you know, black crystals are protective. They help to absorb low vibration energies, and thus, once they've done that, you need to cleanse them quite often. But this tektite is really, really great for particular types of protection. Now, before I was talking about extraterrestrials and aliens, and you might have gone, oh no, I don't want anything to do with that. If you're worried about that, if you're worried about abduction or just any kind of encounters, and you want to kind of make sure that that doesn't happen, nothing scary happens, try putting some tektite in the four corners of your roof of your house, and that helps to offer a bit of protection in that way. If you are wanting to work with them, it will help you to align with them a little bit more and to kind of greet them as equals and be able to, harmonize or cooperate or interact in an equal kind of way. Now, another really common way to use tektites is for protection from big natural disasters. Remember, this was created from a big bang, a big storm. So if you want to protect your home from fires, lightning strikes and storms, any other natural disaster, or even any kind of like real aggression, or violence, or if you're worried about breaking, entering, or any of that kind of big dramatic storms, then try putting a piece of tektite at your front door and your back door. Again, wearing it will help you to remain nice and balanced, in harmony, especially with nature as well, and then especially if there are any natural disasters, different things like wildfires. If you're a firefighter or something like this, tektite can be really good. It helps you to really align. It's bringing in that galactic guidance energy with living here on this earth. So whenever you're out in nature, tektite can help you align with that and to feel safe and to be safe and be aware all of the time, so that you don't do anything stupid and you don't end up in serious danger. Tektites are amazing for a bit of a confidence boost. So if you are feeling a bit shy, if you're going into a situation where you want a bit of a confidence boost, wearing or carrying a bit of tektite will really help. Now, these are amazing in your career. When you need to step up, if you need to maybe go for an interview, or whether you need to speak to someone which you're a bit nervous about, again, tektite's going to give you that power to do that. Now, there is one particular black tektite that I do want to single out for a moment, and that is Tibetan tektite, obviously found in Tibet. Now, remember that a tektite is a fusion of something from the heavens with the land, and that land will hold a different energy. We know the area of Tibet has that magical energy and that real kind of serene and almost a Zen type of energy. If you have a Tibetan tektite, then what you'll find is this brings a type of confidence and strength that is almost silent. It is almost like that quiet courage. It's not a real rah-rah kind of one that other tektites might be. It's just that you don't necessarily have to speak or be loud or anything like that. It's just this real inner confidence in that type of way. So Tibetan tektites can be really great like that. Another way that Tektites can be absolutely helpful is when you feel exhausted. So this can be either because maybe you're having some health challenges at the moment, and that's whatever that is, it's just draining your overall energy, or you're just like, you've had a really bad run of luck. Then Tektite can help really, really powerfully. Either working with Tektite, or I've got a little combo here that I want to share with you. Let me take it off for a second. What this is a Tektite with a silver sheen obsidian. Now, of course, obsidian is volcanic glass, brought right up from the earth and bringing that inner power inside. Silver sheen kind of connects it with that feminine energy and that lunar energy, that yin energy, that mothering energy. So being able to nurture power from within, be creative, and then this, of course, is like a power cell that gives you that confidence and that boost as well. So when you are exhausted, when you just feel like you can't go on, when you need a little up and go, then either a Tektite by itself or combining it with a silver sheen obsidian can give you that real boost that you need to get you through the day or a rough situation or a rough patch in your life. As I said before, with a Tektite being black, it's going to absorb lots of low vibration energy, so you're going to want to cleanse it quite often. Also, if you're doing any kind of great spiritual work, if you're going through a period of transformation, if you are in a harsh or draining environment, then you definitely want to make sure you cleanse it. Plus, if you're going to be doing something powerful, make sure it's nice and cleansed first. So, how are we going to cleanse our Tektites? Well, there's different ways that you can cleanse it. If you're looking for more of that vitality and that energy, then I'd be cleansing it with the element of fire. Either placing it about 1 meter away from an open fire, like a little campfire, or if you've got a fire in your home, or passing it very quickly, being careful that you don't get the Tektite too hot, or burn yourself through a candle flame 3 times. Now, if you're looking for more that grounded kind of solidarity and that strength and that protection, then just leaving it on the earth or even burying it in the earth overnight can be really quite powerful. Now, you also, because it's got that connection to that kind of galactic energy, out on the full moon, if you're looking for something a bit illuminative, or out on the new moon when you're looking for something getting into the deeper mysteries of life and that type of thing as well. The 5th way that you can cleanse it is that when there's a meteor shower, popping it out. Now, how do you know when there's a meteor shower? There's some really great simple apps that you can download on your smartphones and your tablets. It will give you a little alert when there's one happening overhead. And then I just put it outside for the night there. What's the right way to cleanse it? Well, I've given you a few suggestions, but as long as you put it back out in nature, then you will find that, yes, your Tektite will find its natural balance over time. Now, not only will cleansing it help to reinvigorate it and give it a bit more of a boost, but you can bring in other gifts of nature. So the first one I love to work with is I love to work with different plants, and I love to work with oregano. Now, oregano, you can either use the herb in cooking, or my favorite way, because you're getting the power punch of the soul of the plant, is to use oregano essential oil. Now, oregano essential oil is really great for shaking up the body and getting rid of anything in it that doesn't serve it, especially when you're feeling a bit sick or, got a bit of influenza, colds, flus, that kind of thing. Really great for a shake up of the immune system. What an oil will do physically, it will normally do metaphysically as well. So oregano is really good for helping to shake up your life and kind of bring transformation. Just like when it came crashing down to earth and formed that amazing magical thing, sometimes we need to have a bit of a crash and a deconstruction so we can reconstruct something brand new. If you're familiar with the tarot, I would really associate both Tektites and oregano with the Tower card. And so it's that kind of energy. And so oregano, use it if you've got a really therapeutic grade one where you can use it in cooking is great. Sometimes you can take them in veggie caps, diffusing them, popping them on the soles of your feet with some fractionated coconut oil. As long as you get the oil in you, on you, around you, it's going to be really powerful and help with whatever you're doing with the Tektite. Remember though, oregano essential oil is a hot oil. Don't put it directly on your skin. You'll end up getting an irritation most probably. Now, you can also call on the wisdom from the animal kingdom. And the animal that I'm called to work with when I'm working with black Tektites is the swallow. Now, swallows have been renowned for being heralds. They are heralds of the start of summer. If a swallow flies low, it's suggesting that there's a storm coming. When swallows appear in your life, it can often be a kind of a warning or a announcement that transformation or change is coming as well. So close your eyes, inhale a bit of oregano essential oil, hold your Tektite, and then visualize a swallow coming and landing on a tree near you. If that swallow could talk to you, what would it say? This can be a really insightful way of getting guidance from the universe, and especially wisdom from the animal kingdom. Now, astrologically, Pluto would be the ruler of Tektites, and so Pluto is associated with the day Tuesday, so Tuesday is a really great day to work with all your Tektites. Now, Have you worked with Tektites? I'd love to hear about your experience with them, how you use them, when you use them, and what's happened for you. And remember that I do have those other videos on the specialized ones like Moldavite, Darwinite, and Libyan desert glass, so check them out on my channel as well. Please, any of your experiences, I'd love to hear about them. Share them in the comment section below, and our whole crystal loving community can learn from each other. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I'm Adam Barralet. Blessed be.